Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of a 3-part video series featuring Madam Glam. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So my last video, I showed the unboxing of Madam Glam products. They had contacted me to try out some of their gel polishes. So this is going to be my very super first time that I am using their products. And right now I'm applying base coat. I did like how this base coat was applying it to the nail. Normally base coats are, at least the ones that I've been using, have been kind of thick. So this is not too runny, not too thick, but it's a good enough texture to where I feel like it's not going to add to the bulkiness of the nail. But as you see guys, I just went from clean, freshly infilled nails to putting on that base coat, and it just woke up those glitters underneath. So the next polish that I'm using is the Riverwalk. I chose it because it is super bright white, and I wanted to see how that would work if it would turn yellow. So it seems like the consistency of the gel polishes are all the same, and I'm loving how it just covered. It's like white out. I mean, not the texture, but the fact that it just totally covered all of that nail underneath. So I'm already kind of over the moon with these products. I mean, as you know, I use gelish products, but I find that a little bit too runny. Here on the top right corner is my 30% discount for you guys to go ahead and purchase some of these gel polishes. I think it's such a generous gesture to get this 30%. As I said in my previous video, if my budget for online shopping is $100 and I get the 30% off, that makes it just all right to add a couple more items to keep to my budget. So definitely take advantage of the 30%. Use a discount code. I'll leave a link in the description box below that will automatically apply the discount. When you check out, if you don't want to become a VIP member, you just pay as you go. But I'm definitely going to have to hit that up because I want to try out more of these colors, see what else they have. I stuck mostly with the glitters and hollow because I love my blingy guys. So I just put on sticky toffee and I also used under pressure. And the consistency is the same as the other gels, and I think that I don't know what they did, but it is amazing to put on because, as you know, with glitter polishes, that need a lamp or not, most of the time you have to pat the nail polish on the nail to get all those glitters off the brush. I did not have to do that at all. All I had to do was just glide the brush on the nail, and most of those glitters just wiped on there. It was amazing. So I am kind of interested in looking at more of their glitters, because if it's going to do that, then I might as well just get the glitters from Madam Glam, because I haven't seen yet, at least with the products that I use, that don't involve having to scoop out and find the glitters and pat them down on the nail. It's just too much work. Speaking of too much work, I wanted to do something super crazy. I did do a previous butterfly nail last year, but because I got these really pretty glitters, I'm going to create another butterfly charm. And this time we're going big because I love the glitters so much that I wanted to exploit most of that onto this design as I could. So right now I actually just took some gelish polygel. This is the natural clear. And I'm just patting this down on a butterfly drawing or outline, I guess, that I did. And we're going to be curing this. See, I'm so flattered that Madam Glam had contacted me. I'm just going about my, week by week, posting videos for you guys, just trying different things. And I'm not a professional, so to have them contact me and ask me to try their stuff out, I was super flattered, and I would love to do more of these. I find it a bit of a challenge because, like I said in my previous video, I get a bit nervous if it's not just for me. So I definitely don't want to disappoint anybody. So hopefully this design today is going to be good enough for them. And, no pun intended, but I pretty much winged it as I finished my butterfly wings because I didn't know what I was expecting. I wanted to definitely try out the glitters. So I think that's a real test to it. I got a solid and then I got glitters because, as I said, glitters just can be a huge disappointment sometimes. But as I said, you guys, when I was putting this stuff on, as you saw, the glitter just goes on the nail and doesn't stick to the brush. It doesn't get lost in the bottle. So I definitely was kind of gonna go a different route for this design. I was going to do maybe some color blocking, but because the texture of this gel polish was, it's hard to explain it. It's not that it's creamy, but it was like, you saw that white. I don't know how to explain it, but you saw how I put that white and it just covered everything in one stroke. So because the polish had that kind of consistency, I had a light bulb go off in my head and I was like, let's do some scrolling. You know how I like my scrolls, and with the gel polishes that I use, um, it's a bit runny. So as much as I like them, I've always said, oh, I wish there was at least a little bit of texture to it because I like to have that dimensional design. So after I just complete this butterfly here, I'm gonna move on to that. So I'm really excited about this because it was literally winging it. I didn't know what to expect, but I was kind of satisfied with what I was using. So we're just going to amp this up. We're going to do two of my favorite things. We're going to be making magnet charms and doing scrolls. So while I'm just filing the edges off of these wings, I wanted to mention again the positive things about their products. They're vegan. They do not use any animal-derived ingredients. They are a 21 free formula, which is free from 21 toxic chemicals found in nail polishes. In the last video, I posted, not posted, but in this video, I posted the 21 ingredients typically found in nail polishes. I'll do that again. They're cruelty free. They don't test on animals ever, ever, ever. And I still don't know exactly what that would mean. I mean, I think it would be a bit silly to see a bunny running around with some nail polish on. I just, it's not right, but I can't even see that being right. I don't even know how they would test that. That's pretty awful. But yeah, and they are cognizant of our environment for future designers to come. They are palm oil free and produced with respect to the environment. And again, I'm not too sure about this, but I've worked for companies that are cognizant of the environment, which also includes packaging. So, who knows? Who knows? But it's all great stuff. And again, they guarantee a 4 week of perfect shine and wear. So we are going to be keeping some of this on for 4 weeks. I'm going to test it out because they did come out pretty shiny. And I am pretty brutal on my nails, as you know. So I am curious to see what it'll look like after 4 weeks. I will tell you right now, if anybody has made it this far into the video, that I started softball. Last year it was boxing, this year it's softball. And towards the end of the video, if I remember, remind me in the comments below if I didn't do it. But I will tell you something that happened while I played my first game of softball. I just don't want to ruin the creative mode right now that we are watching. So this is the Under Pressure. As you see, like, it's such a dreamy glitter. I have something similar like this to Gelish. I love how it looks. It's like, if you stare at it long enough, it's a little bit trippy. But it gives me like fairy tale vibes. So that's why I selected it. Granted, I thought I was getting like an aqua looking color, as I said in my previous video. But this was kind of like another happy mistake because it looks so good. And I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I think it performs better than my Gelish because that glitter is all on that wing. If I had done it with the Gelish, I would have had to do, you know, maybe like 2-3 coats. And I just did the one coat on each wing. So that's how crazy this stuff is. And I'm using the sticky toffee to create some really fake and bad replicas of the wing veins, the veins in the wing. In my last butterfly charm video, I did look up a glass butterfly and painted the veins in the wings to be similar. But since this was kind of on the fly, no pun intended, I kind of made it up. But I love how I did both sides because it's giving it that dimension. And I love the color. Like, I used black for the previous charm, and this one I'm using the sticky toffee. I love the color change. I like how something doesn't necessarily have to be, it was either going to be the sticky toffee or the white, and now it makes me feel like I need to do another one with the white, the Riverwalk. Because I want to see, maybe that would be such a beautiful charm for like a wedding or something. Leave a comment below if you'd like to see that. So, this was kind of like a tedious process, but let me tell you, the application, just like I said, I'm gonna just assume it's all the gel polishes because I used a solid, I used a glitter, and I used a hollow, and they all apply the same, which is great because it has some sort of texture to it to where, you know, when you glide it on, it's on. It's not like it's sheer because it's liquidy and it gets pushed around. Like, I'm holding this thing, you know, as you saw, upside down, making the veins, and it's not I guess leveling out the wrong way. It's just staying in place. And I'm not saying, let's see, that would be equivalent to what the art paint they got out there. I don't know what it's called. It's so terrible because I don't have it. I don't have that. It's like basically gel polish, but it's in like a paste. Someone help me out if you know, leave a comment below. But it's not like it's that, but it's not running. So it's like that in between. And I like that because I like my stuff to stay put. And you know what? I was actually catching up on other channel videos today, and I met someone was telling me how I was using stamping polish to create the flowers on my Mother's Day design. And I said, yep, I love using stamping polish because it'll stay in place, it dries quick. So I love using it to make these kind of designs. So I'm really glad that this polish is it's definitely not stamping polish, but like I said, it's there enough to keep things, it'll stay where you put it. It's not gonna drip or level out. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now I'm just using the top coat to add these rhinestones. I have to add the bling, as you know. I cannot just have this design without bling. And it's looking super fabulous. I love it. And you know what? I thought it before all this, oh, should I make like, a huge rose and make the petals out of the polygel? I wish I had like more a floral color, but I stuck with the butterfly. But it's looking super fabulous. I still have the other butterfly that I did. I'm just gonna have to, as I love to build my own charms. So at some point, I should have at least 5 or 10 of these things and just make a design out of that and just stick them on each nail and see and see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, I'm super loving the look, and I love, love, love the rhinestones. It's a nice added touch. So here I'm just removing the sticky layer. All these gel polishes have a sticky layer. Some people like it, some people don't. But sometimes without the sticky layer, I still do a nail cleanse just to make sure I get things all nice and clean and shiny for the final results. But yeah, so sadly, I am out of frame. But that's okay because I have 3 of these things that, yeah, see, at least you're going to see some of it. So it's basically the same thing that I have done in my previous videos where I did scrolling. If you don't recall it or haven't seen that yet, go to my video list and scroll through that until you see a scroll design. But basically, I just load up the brush at the very tip, and I start from the end of the scroll and just, without a thought, kind of just drag it around to meet at a base point. And that's key. Like, you can't plan it. You can try, over time, you can kind of direct it to where you want it to go. But just don't think about it and just manipulate that brush like you're, running your hand across a pond or something. Oh, very poetic. So I'm taking the Under Pressure and I'm doing some scrolls with that. Now, unfortunately for you guys, the video is not picking up this beautiful, beautiful glitter. But I'll tell you that in my perspective in person, when I move my nails around, the glitters are picking up that light and it's reflecting off some beautiful color. And as you know, with hollows or iridescent colors, they kind of play off of whatever colors nearby. So that sticky toffee color, like I said in the previous video, I saw that online and I was like, I have to get that. It was such a beautiful color. It looks copper in video, but when you roll that around in your on your nail in person, it has a bunch of hues going on. It has like oranges and tans, a little bit of browns, a little bit of copper, and so that color is kind of bouncing off of the hollow. It's just super nice. So I would highly recommend getting like a hollow and getting a really pretty color. If you get the glitters that has like more than one hue to it, that's great too, because those two play off of each other and it creates some crazy color in the sun. And I hope that somebody else has done this before to where you get what I'm saying. But I love my glitters. I love my hollow. I love using it as much as I can in a lot of my designs, as you know. So I am completing up the last white nail, and then I have left my thumbnail. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this nail? I just wanted to see that under pressure on such a large surface, because like I said, the glitter just went on the nail perfectly and it left a lot of glitter on the nail. So I was like, okay, now that I put that all over the nail, what else am I gonna put in it? I thought maybe like I'll put rhinestones. I'm like, ah, that's kind of a cop-out move. So I was like, oh, I did almost put the sticky toffee scrolls on there, but you couldn't see it because it's so clear and the colors kind of light but dark, if that makes any sense, that a scroll wasn't really reading off of it right. So I ended up here doing a French tip. So what I'm taking is just a piece of tape and I'm angling it from one corner of the base of my nail to the center of the tip, and I'm doing an angular French tip. And I'm going to do this on the other side. And I was kind of worried that maybe you would see a line in the middle of the tip where I had put the tape, but it blended really well, so that was good. And after I cure that, I'm going to put a top coat and I'm going to apply more bling. And this was kind of a happy accident too, because I was like, I can't just leave it bare. I have to create something to chop it up and make it not so boring. So when I was putting the rhinestones on, I was like, well, what size do I use? Do I make them all the same? So I was like, okay, well, let's make the very tip a large rhinestone, and then let's just take smaller ones down the edge, because I don't want it to be too chunky. So as you see here, I'm putting on the rhinestones and I'm like, wow, I'm going to be here all day trying to straighten these rhinestones out. And I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. So I'm taking my stamp plate scraper thinger, and which is actually my middle school ID. Um, and I am using that to straighten out these lines. Putting on some cuticle oil, and that thumbnail looks so cool. It looks like a runway in perspective. But here is the end result. I love this design. This is so pretty and elegant at the same time. It's just so unreal with the glitters and the rhinestones. But once again, I am actually, I've tried products before, Model Ones, Beetles, and Madam Glam kind of took my breath away a little bit with that gel polish consistency. It satisfied my scroll design needs. Here I'm removing the butterfly nail. It looks like two little flowers. I hope you guys love this. I hope Madam Glam loves this. I'm going to do another video for short nails to show you guys what that will look like for those that like short nails. And you guys, for sure, take advantage of the 30% off. I don't like doing this, but like I do recommend these. Like I love gelish products, and I'll always say get their polygels, and now I would have to say get Madam Glam's gel polishes. At any rate, this is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and join me again for part 3 of our 3-part video series featuring Madam Glam. See you again. Thanks. Bye.